What's up, YouTube? So today, give me one sec because I'm doing trying to get like wire management because I got to install a bunch of different computers before I start my day. Laptop 1, laptop 2, iPad. So basically, I got my iPad out to edit my videos today. I got my middle laptop to do a 5-hour meeting that I have today and tomorrow. And then the laptop on my right to do all my schoolwork in Python so I can learn coding better to keep my Python sharp. So that's all we're doing today for 5 hours.
Is that like the Chicago, or what is that? And they're locked in. Right here for you, please.
Ease of installation, you just plug it in and this.
We got done about 15 minutes early, so I am going to be getting ready to change and get ready for the gym. I leave in like an hour, but it's not too far off, so I'm just about to be getting ready pretty soon because there's really nothing else I can do today for the rest of the shift. So I'm gonna stay here for the extra hour, but I'm not gonna stay wearing jeans and stuff like that right now if I'm about to leave. But basically we're gonna get to the gym and hit a deadlift session and some back, kind of like the past few videos that I've had on this channel. And then after that, very light cardio because tomorrow is just a cardio based day, and I'll vlog that too. So yeah, I'll talk to you guys. Alright, I'm finally at the gym. It's fucking 9 o'clock at night. I was supposed to get off work at 6, but I decided to stay there till 8 o'clock today. And now we're here. But we're gonna deadlift and do some back. I don't want to be in here too long. I wasn't really feeling like going to the gym today. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. Same for yesterday, just because of how tired I am. But we're gonna try to hit a good deadlift session and go from there. So I'll see you guys at the deadlift platform. I gotta change. I'm still in my work clothes right now. So I'll see you guys then. I ain't gonna put it on too high of an incline right now. Probably just like a 5 incline. Just warming up the legs a little bit before we actually start deadlifting. I try to walk for like anywhere between 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how I feel, and then just warm up the glutes, warm up our little back a little bit, lower back a little bit, and then go from there. But definitely like days like this where you're sitting down all day and things like that, I focus a lot more on more intense activation methods when trying to activate my lower back, my glutes, my hamstrings, everything, to make sure that I don't hurt myself. Definitely doing a lift like deadlifts. Compared to like when I was working a more physically demanding job, I would rather, when doing that, make sure that I'm not going too intense in the warm-ups because my body was already kind of exhausted from a long day at work. So it was a little different too back then because I give myself at least 4 to 5 hours between shifts to go train. So if I get off at 3 o'clock, I wouldn't go train until like 7 o'clock, and then usually when I go back home, I'm going right to sleep after that, so I can get rest to wake up in the morning. So now the difference is, 1, I'm getting off late, so that's one thing. 2, my job ain't too physically demanding, just more like, I guess you could say mentally, definitely just as like a sales job, but even then it ain't that bad, so put a lot more time in warming up. But after this we'll probably do some body weight back extensions, but I might only do like 1 set of that, so I'm not even going to record that. And then only like 2 or 3 sets of rack pulls just to warm up our body a bit, and then we'll actually get into deadlifts. Last week when I had this same session, I felt a lot more tired from my warm-ups, so maybe I'm going Maybe I'm going a little too intense. But here's another thing too. Definitely since today is a heavier day for me. Yesterday and the day before that, I barely ate. So today, because I know I'm going and deadlifting and I'm trying to hit a decent number to keep my strength going, I carved up before the gym. So I went and I went to Sheets and got some fries. Just eat some fries. Just because I barely ate today anyways. I'm not on a complete deficit. Not to where it's like, it's not something where I'm going minus 1,000 calories a day. Maybe like 500, 700. But not 1,000 because that'd be way too much, way too soon starting off. For one. For two, because of the type of training that I do, I can't risk getting hurt anymore. Definitely have to recover from injuries.
They just discuss it in private. Don't.
I'm not really going to talk too much because the music right here, you guys are probably going to barely hear me. But we're going to start off with 2 plates. Never start off with 1 plate, we know this. Definitely after doing like 3 sets of rack pulls, why would I start off with a plate? But rack pulls might seem useless because of lack of range of motion, but it does help with like warming up. If you want to do rack pulls to actually strengthen your deadlift, I would recommend going a little lower with the rack. Like, I'll probably do rack pulls next week, or you know how I feel, I might do some later on today. And usually I get it to like as low as I can, just not too low where it's just a regular deadlift, and then maybe add some resistance bands to it, just to like work on my lockout a lot more. And it makes you really work for it. I can go put 3 plates or 4 plates on there and add a resistance band to it, and it makes me work really hard for it. So that's why I like rack pulls. I like rack pulls more than doing a bunch of deadlifts for reps, because I feel like it really targets what I need to strengthen my deadlift rather than doing a bunch of deadlifts for a bunch of reps. Alright, don't do what I do. I recommend at least doing like 2 to 3 minutes of rest between sets, but usually when it's only like 2, 3, 4 plates, I only rest for like 30 seconds to a minute. I just don't have the patience. I kind of like to get in and out the gym. And on top of that, like, this isn't really weight that I have to rest for. You guys seen how 2 plates moved. It didn't feel like anything. So why waste my time with 400 pounds on the bar? It's fucking stupid. Not until we hit 500 am I going to rest a little bit. Even then, I don't rest for that long. But there is science behind it. I would recommend it to people. I just don't do it. I had to take it off just because my belt kept sliding on me. So just so I don't keep having that happen, I thought it was just smart to have 1 layer on right now, and then just put it back on once I get back to doing like my accessories. to deadlift too. I deadlift to TikTok sounds. You'll never see me listen to a full playlist while deadlifting because every lift is a different song. So I just do my save TikTok sounds. So we're gonna try 6th place. I don't want to waste time and do 545. 545 is like a filler number. It's really a waste of time. Now, if I don't hit 6 plates, it wasn't meant to be. But there's no reason to waste my time today with 545. If anything, I'm gonna do heavy back extensions anyways, and then there's a huge chance that I might do some rack pulls. I doubt it, but there's a chance depending on how I feel after back extensions. But yeah, we just gonna go to 6th place and see how that feels. Should feel alright. I hit it all the time, but it's just the point that you never know. One day you can just be mad fucking weak. But this isn't like a squat. Like with a squat, the miscrews are a lot different there. If the weight is too heavy, I'll know once I put that shit on the rack. I won't know this until I pull it. So all we can do is explode. Pause. Days ago, I don't even think I can really do anything with shoulders. So I'll probably just wait to hit shoulders until Friday. Should be alright to do it Friday. So we're just going to go in the back and get that done real quick and then call it. Kind of 50-50 if I even want to do lower back. Yeah, my chest day Monday killed me so much it affected yesterday's workout and it's low-key affecting today's workout. So I'm not gonna like go crazy intense. I'm only doing like 3 pull movements, like pull down movements, and like 2, maybe 3 row movements, and no shoulders today. I'm not doing shoulders. Definitely on days like this, you don't want to do like a crazy amount when it involves like actual work. You don't want to do a crazy amount after a deadlift session because you already don't have the energy to do a lot. Anyways, it's just going to affect everything else you're trying to work on. Doing shoulders after deadlifts and then doing a heavy back session after deadlifts, that'd be way too much to do in one session. Your body is going to be tired by the end of the session to where you're not even getting results. It's already worn down. Like today, I feel worn down. So I know for a fact that I'm not going to actually get real work in like I want to hypertrophy wise. I'm going to save that for another day. I already did my strength work. Now we're just going to do a little more like heavy weight and we're going to do a little bit of hypertrophy. So we're basically just doing more strength work. And by the way, before my powerlifters say anything, the strength work I'm doing right now isn't trying to correlate with powerlifting. Now I'm doing stuff to correlate with combat sports. Definitely doing MMA and even doing boxing. There's a lot of times in boxing where you're basically grappling and you guys hug each other. There's a lot of twisting and moving when doing that. There's a lot that goes into it. Definitely in the heavyweight division, you got to be able to twist that guy around and make him lose his balance. I have to do that a lot when I fight. Definitely being an inside fighter like I am, I have to do that a lot. I got to get physical. So doing stuff like this, heavier movements at least once a week, benefits me a lot because it gives me an edge because a lot of guys in the heavyweight division are big but they're not strong. There's a lot of guys that are a lot smaller than them that are stronger than them that I've even fought personally in MMA. So, sometimes they just rely on their weight. They don't rely on actual strength. Me, I weigh a lot, but I also have strength to go back it up. and I'm coordinated, and I have good stamina, flexible stuff like that. I do a lot of other things that most guys my size don't do, and I'm already at a disadvantage because I'm about 5 inches shorter than most heavyweights. So I'm 5'11 and a half. They're 6'4". That's low key the biggest compliment on your chest. Having the mic fall on your chest and holding balance, that's crazy. Come on. Yeah, I really don't believe that you should be doing a lot of different workouts when you got a heavy day with anything. If you ever watch like Jamal Brown or Russ Wool, like they're not doing 5 different workouts per muscle group sometimes. They're doing only like maybe 3 after doing like a heavy squat session or a heavy deadlift session. It's the same thing for me. Like, even if I'm not a competitive powerlifter, it's just the point, like, 1, my muscles are going to grow doing what I'm doing regardless. And then 2, at the end of the day, like, doing 7 extra workouts, you know, per muscle group or some shit, like, that's definitely on a day like this, it's so pointless. I'm wasting so much time in the gym when I could be getting a lot more results resting. I only lift now like 5 days a week, just so that I give my body enough time to rest. Definitely with like on my days off, I do like cardio or I'll do MMA training, but like weightlifting wise, I only do like 5 days, and I only do MMA or boxing 4 days. So we're about to check out the pump. I'm done with my workout. I'm too gassed out to keep going. So we're just calling it there. I got a little bit of a back pump, not too bad. So we're just going to check it out real quick. It's not really much of a pump in my arms, but y'all, we're going to call that today. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. It wasn't anything too complicated. It was a short video, just like the one last night, honestly. But tomorrow should be a vlog, but it's just me at the boxing gym. And then hopefully I have one Friday also. We'll see about that. But yeah, man, it's okay to have days where you don't do a bunch of different workouts in one video. Not even just the video in your training sessions. Because sometimes your body just ain't feeling like doing that much shit. So I'll talk to you guys later. Peace out.